after the event, we are finding that thousands of people are getting ill. Now, that same product, Corexit, it was formed by, Nalco Corporation was formed by executives from both the Exxon and BP. Former executives formed this company, this chemical company called Nalco. And Nalco is the one that supplied both products that were used as a dispersant. Well, it's like going to your sister and saying, hey, can you help me out here? The testing we found out was being done by the EPA. That testing was never done by the EPA. It was purely that they took Nalco's corporation's findings and based on that, authorized the use of that product. Yet, it's banned in Europe. So, how was it that product was ever used? The more we got into it, the more we found that there were many nefarious relationships going on. And the more stories we did about the BP oil spill, the more we know that it was just, it has been a huge, huge cover-up.
Yes, that's what it is. It's highly obvious by now. It should be to everybody. What do you feel is the biggest reason that how they've been able to suppress the information of what's going on?
Well, the main reason is money. One of the things that BP has a lot of, Transocean has a lot of, Halliburton has a lot of, is money. The new currency we predict, and I know that you've probably talked about this as well, it won't be gold and silver backed, it won't be the U.S. dollar. The new currency at some point in the near future will become oil. And there are many powers to be that see that as going to be the new currency, oil. And unless the United States does one of two things, either starts drilling a lot more oil and refining it. We haven't built a refinery in this country in years. Unless we wind up getting in a position where we are not dependent on the Arab oil and we use our own oil that we have available to us, that's one way to go. The other way to go is to come up with an alternative energy that we don't have to pay a fortune for. And those are the two options that we have, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem as if our government has any idea of going in either direction. In the meantime, this thing just keeps going on, and we just keep racking up more debt, until we are now owned by countries like China and Arab countries, and everybody is buying up a piece of the USA, except for us. And the only thing now that we can back our debt up with is land. They're buying our parks. They're buying rights to drill oil where we're not allowed to be able to drill oil. The more we get into the story, the more it looks as if there is an elitist group of people that feel they can run this country better than us as Americans. The politicians, we don't work for them, they work for us. But somehow that whole thing has become reversed.
Well, it became reversed, and funny enough, I'm in a battle for my sovereignty right now. Myself, my son, and my wife, we've joined the Republic of Idaho, and we are actually in court battles right now. We've stood our ground. We've called our own court into court, and they're fighting it in their way. The whole answer to this is they switched things in 1871, and we became a statutory law, a statutory acts government. It became a de facto government, and they vacated the rightful common law government, the government of and by and for the people. And that's